We'll start with PJ Brown, Arizona Daily Star.
Hi, both Aari and Trinity. So Trinity, you were everywhere tonight. You impacted the game just from the get-go, both on rebounding and with scoring. What do you think it was that helped you spark the team?
I'm just doing what I came here to do, just help the team win in any way that I can. So whatever my team need me to do, score, rebound, play defense, that's all I was just focused on, just doing whatever it takes to win.
And Aari, it seemed like in the last couple minutes, it turned to Aari time. You got a steal, you came in for a putback, and you were just like what we've come to expect from you. Did you feel that way? Did you feel that the game was that it was your time to take over at that point?
Definitely. I'm just doing what I need to do, like Trinity said, for my team to get a win. And I knew that my teammates and crunch time, my teammates looked for me, and I had to step up, and my number was called, so I have to deliver.
Next question, Justin Spears, Arizona Daily Star.
This question is for Aari. Aari, that third quarter, you guys really stepped up defensively. Would you say that was probably the best quarter of defense you guys have played since you've been at Arizona?
He froze. I didn't hear the question.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can. Perfect.
Okay. So you only allowed 6 points in the third quarter. Where does that kind of defensive performance rank amongst quarters you've played at Arizona?
This might have been the top. We were told the stat line, they only made one bucket in the third quarter. So, we'll take that. And, like I said, it's probably the top defensive effort that I've seen thus far.
And for you, Trinity, how would you assess the defensive performance in the third quarter?
I would say just making adjustments at halftime. We know that we had to show that we wanted it more to defend and actually get stops. They were hurting us a little bit on the boards, so we needed to rebound and get stops and pushing in transition. So that's all it was, and making adjustments at halftime.
Next question, Troy Hutchison, All Sports Tucson.
So this is for both of you guys. At one point in the first half, you guys were trailing 25-14. Coach Barnes takes a timeout, and you guys go on a little bit of a run. What was that conversation like in the huddle?
She just said we had to settle down. We were taking shots that UCLA wanted us to take, and credit to them, they clogged the paint for us, which made it really hard for us to drive or to score, period. So we were just settling for threes, and we can get that shot anytime. So he just said to move the ball, make them work. They don't want to play long defensive, efforts. So we just have to make them work and move the ball and just make everybody get some touches.
Next question, Javier Morales, All Sports Tucson. Javier, I believe you're muted.
Sorry about that. Hey, Aari, can you talk about Trinity's presence inside and how different it is with her in there than the past 2 years?
Yeah, Trinity, wow. How do you miss her? But nah, she's just really strong. Probably one of the strongest post players I played with. I don't even really consider her a post player, but she's doing a great job for her size. And you can just tell she's dominant. She wants the ball, and, she's going to deliver it to you if she called for it. So, I'm really glad I get to play with her this year, and she's been a big, big help.
Next question, PJ Brown.
Okay. Your defense really showed up big, obviously in that third quarter, but especially, that last play in the game. You guys were altering shots all evening. You got your deflections and your blocks and everything. This is sort of what you're known for, is your defense. And this is really the first time. This is a big time game here, and it came so early. Was there a little more something tonight, obviously, with these two great teams, but you just Yeah, was there something more tonight? Put it that way. Sorry. And
I mean, it's the first Pac-12 game. It's 2020. We were just super excited. I mean, it didn't matter who the opponent was. We were just super excited. Obviously, we don't get to play in front of our fans, you know, and with me being this my first year here, I was looking forward to that. But either way, I mean, me and Aari, we don't really need fans or anybody to get us ready to play. We're ready to play from the jump. So I think we're just excited just to play just because it was the next game. And so we're just going to prepare for USC on Sunday.
Next question, Javier Morales.
Trinity, a game like this, I'm not sure, did you have games like this in the ACC? How would you compare Pac-12, what you've seen in a game like this, what you did in ACC?
Well, I would say like tonight was like a dog fight for sure. Like, that's what I love. Just like growing up playing street ball, I'm all for it. I live to play games like that. But in the ACC, I can compare a game like this to like a Louisville, playing in Louisville or NC State. So yeah, they're a Florida State. There are some similar teams that give me the same feel as I felt tonight.
Are there any more questions for Aari and Trinity? Yes, Troy Hutchison.
So looking at your guys' bench points, you guys had 18 points off the bench. What is it like knowing that you have people off the bench that can get the job done?
I mean, I think that's good. I mean, this is probably the most depth we had since I've been here. And just knowing that when your number is called off the bench and you can get a bucket anytime, that is very helpful. And it takes the pressure off, the starters. So, they need to keep doing what they're doing. And when their number is called, they have to stay ready at all times.
All right, that's all the time we have. Thank you, Aari. Thank you, Trinity.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Questions for Coach Barnes, please begin raising your hand. We'll start with Ryan Kellogg here, AC Desert Swarm.
Yeah, I'm sure this game probably wasn't as pretty as you would have liked it to be, but it's still your third win over a top 10 team in your last 4 tries. So how are you feeling right now?
I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. I'm feeling really good. It was a very ugly win. It's normally you play these type of games another month from now. So it's a big difference playing these games early December. It's different. Your team is both teams. I think you're not as sharp. We've just less cohesiveness. So I think that it will get better. But it was an ugly win. But we found a way. The third quarter was huge for us, and just made some big plays to win. But it was a tough game.
In games like this, is this why you were really excited to have Trinity on the team this year?
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think Trinity, Bendu, Shayna, they all brought us so much. I mean, if you think about today, it wasn't Aari's game first half. They were really congested in the paint. It was tough for us to score. Kate was in foul trouble. Aari was in foul trouble. In the past, we wouldn't have won these games. But then we had Bendu step up. We had Lauren come in and have some great rebounds. I think we just made some really big plays. And Trinity just brings us like some physical play in the post. And she's strong and she's aggressive. She's experienced. So all those things, it really helps us. And we're much better on the boards this year with her and Bendu.
What do you think about your defense, especially in the third quarter?
Our defense was phenomenal in the third quarter. I mean, we held UCLA, and UCLA is a really good team. 1 for 18, 0 for 5. I mean, that's a phenomenal quarter. The other quarters weren't so good. The second quarter was that bad, but I thought it was really, really good. I thought we played incredible defense in the third quarter. I mean, the little things that we need to get better at, boxing out, we're not solid at that. It's just we're trying to jump with people instead of using the technique of boxing out, so we're getting to work on that every day. The other thing, we missed a lot of free throws. And then we gave them, I haven't seen the film yet, but I feel like at least 6 and ones. And like, if we're going to foul, we need to make a hard foul and not give an and one. So those little things, but these are things we can correct. But I thought we did really good in some other areas and really good off the bench.
Next question, Javier Morales, All Sports Tucson.
Hey, Adia, you guys got down by 11 in the first quarter or first half, and then you were able to take the lead with that third quarter defense. And then a couple of times you pushed it up to 8, but they brought it back down. Can you talk about just how resilient the team is this year, where that might not have happened in previous years?
Well, extremely resilient, but we're not a team that's going to ever give up. Like, we're going to play hard till the very end, however 40 minutes or however long it takes. But differences, we have more depth. We have different players. We have players with experience like Bendu coming in off the bench. We have freshman Lauren coming in, bringing us some size inside and some rebounding. So I think that really helps. It still isn't pretty. It still isn't perfect, but our defense and our hustle and our heart showed tonight. And I think that we didn't get down when we were down 11. We still fought and we kind of chipped away. We always say one basket at a time. And what we focus on as a group is we don't look at the score. We don't look and say we're down 11. We play these wars. We play 5-minute wars, and we're trying to win every war. So we just chipped away. And I thought we had momentum in the second quarter going into halftime, and we cut the lead. And then we just had momentum, and then we picked it up in the third quarter. So I'm very, very happy with the resiliency of this team.
Next question, PJ Brown, Arizona Daily Star.
Hi. What is a win like this? I know it's early, but a win like this against a top team and a team like UCLA who's good regardless, what does it mean to you? It's the first time that, you guys have beaten when you've been a top 10 team and another top 10 team, when you've faced another top 10 team at home, that you've won. It's a real big win for the program.
Yeah, it is. I don't really realize how big of a win it is yet, because I feel like in the Pac-12, every win is so hard. I think the feeling is so different. I feel like you feel like it's a bigger game under normal circumstances because hold out. And then so it would feel like a big game. I think that under the circumstances, it doesn't feel like the game's so big because it feels like a scrimmage. So like I know it's a big game because of numbers, but it doesn't feel like that. It just feels like it's a tough game. Corey does such a great job with UCLA, and our conference is just so tough. So it's kind of like you can celebrate this for 5 minutes. Like, I'm happy, and thinking about USC because there isn't an easy game in our conference. And one of the things I thought of after this game, I'm like, whoa, we have 21 more of these. Our conference is tough. I'm glad we went to 22 games, but it's going to be the gauntlet. It's going to be hard, but it's fun. It's competitive. And I think that in the Pac-12, we're going to challenge each other, and we're going to get each other ready for the tournament. So I'm excited, but it's not going to be easy. But we will get better because this is ugly. We will get better.
Next question, Troy Hutchison, All Sports Tucson.
So, Coach, going back to Trinity real quick, have you ever seen a player like her at Arizona, or do you have a comp for her, a former Arizona player that you've seen? Because it seems like she's different from players that you guys have had in the past or recent memory.
Yeah, so she is different. That's why I really wanted her. That's why I was glad she came out to the West Coast, all the way from Florida. But she's special. She's smart. She's physical. She's strong as an ox. And people don't know she's a really good three-point shooter. She shot it okay today. I think she was what was she? She was 2 for 5, but she's a good 3-point shooter, and they were giving her the 3. Our conference doesn't really know her well, but she brings us a physical presence. She can match up. She can bang with anybody. I love it. I love coaching her. I wish I would have coached her longer. I wish I had more than 1 year. I'm always reminding her she has another year if she wants it, but we'll see how that goes. But she gives us a presence, and we need that in the Pac-12. She's undersized, but she's physical. She plays a lot bigger than she is, and I think she's going to really help us win games. And her and Kate have great chemistry. They haven't played together long, but they really feed off each other. They play well today. You just couldn't see it because Kate was in foul trouble, but they're going to be really good together. And with Lauren, too, and Samaje.
Any more questions for Coach Barnes?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody.